We've been on the run, driving in the sun, looking out for number one. California, here we come, right back where we started from. The theme this time was California, to celebrate that I just started a new job for a company based in California. You voted, and tonight I'm playing the dreadful California games for Atari 2600. So let's get this over with. Alright, you guys can go ahead and start voting for the next game, which will be a Sega Genesis fighting game. And I picked the cream of the crop here. We've got Balls, that's Balls with a Z, Pit Fighter, the proto Mortal Kombat, Primal Rage, which is Mortal Kombat with dinosaurs, Rise of the Robots, which is Mortal Kombat with terrible pre-rendered graphics, Shaq Fu, which is, well, it's got Shaq in it, and Time Killers. So go ahead and start voting at that address you see on your screen or in the YouTube description below. Okay, let's go ahead and start playing this game. Now, California Games is actually 4 separate events. I'm going to play, so since I'm spending an hour, I'm going to spend more than 15 minutes each game. I'm going to start with the worst one and work my way towards the best one. Hopefully it'll make it a more enjoyable experience for me. But first let's get into the California mood here. Put on some sunglasses. Alright. I feel like I'm in California. Okay, so let's get to the surfing, dudes. Surfing, okay. Here we go. So, surfing. Oh, I gotta push the button. Look at me, I'm surfing. I guess the idea is to get close to the thing. To the curl here. Whoa! Whoa! What happened? Alright. Whoa, I just did a trick, I guess. Woo! Oh, I just went over. So that's no good, I guess. Here we go again. Could really use some music. Okay, 350. If I hold left, it doesn't really do anything. Oh, I went over the top again. Surfing, surfing. Really captures the majesty of surfing. .410 is flashing now. That's right. California, you immediately think Louie Louie. Louie Louie, oh no, we gotta go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. Why not Beach Boys? Why Louie Louie? Am I playing? Oh, okay. Look at me, I'm going crazy here. Going up and down, all over. I got some points. Whoa! Over the top there. You know, I don't think I've ever played a surfing game that I actually enjoyed. Whoa, I'm doing all kinds of points now. Look at me go. Oh, and wipeouts. Is this the thing you do? I don't know. They didn't do that in California. Of course, I didn't see much when I was out in California. I saw the airport. I saw an Uber. A hotel. An office. And another Uber. That's all I saw while I was out there. I didn't see any surfing. Of course, I was in San Francisco, which I don't think is known for its surfing. Oh, we're flashing again. I'm doing much better this time. Blew it away. Alright, whatever. Here we go, I'm surfing. I'm a surfing machine. Look at me go. 600. 600 surfing points already. Ah! I'm gonna just blow all my prize money on Salty Dog Cafe shirts. Whoa! Ah! I should note that there is a thunderstorm going on in the area. Whoa! We're at the top. So I am recording this locally just in case the internet connection goes down. Not that it really matters. You're not going to miss much, just a little bit of surfing. I don't really understand the points. Just go up and down. Oh, I did something there. You know, I read the instruction manual briefly. Yeah, okay, if you press right, you do some sort of trick. Alright, we done with this yet? 8 minutes. Look at that. Ooh. Whoa, a stunning trick. Ah! You gotta be stable, though, to do that trick. Oh, not stable enough. Oh, don't quite have the hang of that. Oh! Yeah, I guess the idea is just sort of move around a lot and get a lot of points. Like doing tricks and stuff. It's like a freestyle surfing competition. You're gonna do a hard turn. Trick, I don't know, whatever. Seems like it's time based, not so much lives based. Yeah, I pulled it off once. Oh, that was not a good time to do that trick. Is this song public domain or something? Is that why I used it? Alright. At the 10-minute mark. Look at those sweet moves. Nope, nope, don't do it. Ah! Come on, there we go. Nope. Do that trick one more time here. That's my plan. Ah! And immediately wiped out. Is that what the surfers refer to there as one of those hang tens there? When they put their toes over the board there, you know? Or they hang all 10 of those piggies over the side. I guess I lost. I thought I had a time limit. Alright, whatever. I should note that this game is also something of a multiplayer type game. You can choose your sponsor. Whoa, whoa, I'm in the half pipe. I'm not wiping out. Or what do you call it? The curl, not the half pipe. These sweet scores. Ah! So anyway, you can choose your sponsor, and then like you go through a tournament or something. I don't know. And then at the end, they give like a first, second, third prize to whichever sponsor you picked. Apparently it would take too much memory to actually have a name entering system. So you just select a company. $2,050, that might be the best I've done so far. Going for it. Ah! Alright, I guess one more game here with the 13-minute mark. Had about enough surfing. Like I said, I think I played these briefly just to get an idea of what I'd be doing. And this one seemed like the worst one to me. That's why I'm starting here. But by the end of the day, this might be the best one. Who knows? We'll see. Certainly the graphics are interesting. They got a certain hypnotic quality to them. Nope, that's not going to happen. Oh, where's he going? Come back. It kind of looks to me like he's wearing like a sweater, like a mustardy sweater and jean shorts. Oh, there he goes. 3020. I think that's pretty good. All right, now that we've spent, so here's the sponsor select screen, by the way. Epix is the name of the company that made this game. The rest I think are all made up. Although I think Jetski might be, and Casu, those are real companies, aren't they? Maybe they sponsored this for some reason. Anyway, we spent 15 minutes on surfing, so let's move on to the next game. Now when you think California and sports, you probably think of this sport next. It immediately comes to mind. And that's right. I'm talking about putting on some Dave Matthews and playing hacky sack. Here we go. Oh, there's the, well, they don't call it hacky sack because that's copyrighted. They call it foot bag. So here we go. I'm sort of a middle-aged balding man. And you just try to keep the ball in the air using your head or your sweet moves. There's only one button. There's like different moves depending on where the hacky sack is and where you are. I don't know what the blue is. Is that a bonus or something? Oh, off the knee, off the head, off the knee. Ah. I don't understand. Why didn't it buzz on me? That's just like a grace period. Ooh, look at that sweet move. Oh. We're flashing. Okay. Here we go. Whoop. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't hacky sack like a group game? Or do the competitions like the serious hacky sack competitions? They're just solo. Is he wearing a hat? Is that what's going on here? Otherwise he kind of got like a blonde George Costanza look to him. Whoa. So button mashing is not the strategy for this one. It may seem like it. I'm on a roll here. I'm on a tear. Ah. Ah. Trying to pull off some sweet moves. Ooh. $9,600. Alright. Incoming hacky sack. Ooh, look at that. The old back of the leg move there. So the timing on this one is tricky. And again, I can't imagine doing this with a lousy Atari joystick. Why can't I get off my head anymore? There we go. Ah. just tempted to mash that button. It really isn't working. It's like you have to adjust the body before the hacky sack makes it to the apex. You know, of all the competitions in California games, if you think about them, there's surfing, there's hacky sack, there's BMX biking, and there is skateboarding, freestyle skateboarding. Of all four of those games, hacky sack is the only one that really you don't need to get a video game to experience. All you need is like $1 hacky sack. You can do it yourself. Exactly. So, and NJ Groves has just joined us. That's exactly my point. It's, you know, if you want to play hacky sack, just get a hacky sack and do it. You don't need to bring a computer simulation into it. 9170, so that's my second best score. Sweet moves. Not sure what the blue number is at the bottom. Some sort of volley bonus. I think the repeated off the head strategy has paid off the best for me so far. Ooh, look at that. Sweet. So while you're watching me play hacky sack, MJ Groves, do you have any interesting games coming up on your channel that I could promote during this incredibly dull hacky sack game that you guys are forcing me to play? Maybe you could explore other hacky sack simulations in the world of video games. I'm sure there's got to be dozens. Ken Griffey Jr. hacky sack simulator just comes to mind. Hacky sack hero, we all know that one. Comes with a plastic hacky sack that plugs into your console. You just kick it around. Well, Nathan says he doesn't really have anything he's streaming. Hasn't felt like streaming in a while. Do you have any suggestions for the next one, Nathan? I've already put up a vote for a poll for Sega Genesis fighting games. but I'm open to games after that. Ah, look at that score. I am achieving an amazing score of 13,360 points from Hacky Sack. Just stunning. Nathan suggests Space Quest 1. Now, as much as I love Space Quest, sort of the spirit of this channel of mine isn't necessarily to play games that I like. I don't know if I could fit that into an hour. I probably could. It's a relatively short game. Is it just because the graphics of this kind of remind you of Space Quest 1? Sort of a pink, chunky guy? It kind of does look like an early Roger Wilco sprite. Maybe Roger Wilco playing Hacky Sack. Speaking of Space Quest, the guys who created Space Quest, they did a Kickstarter some time ago for basically a new space comedy adventure game called Space Venture. And hasn't really been delivered yet. Still waiting. They're still working on it. It's really the first Kickstarter I've put money into that has gone on way longer than the estimated date. They did release sort of a knockoff of what are those games called? The Five Nights at Freddy's. So Nathan suggests a dual channel crossover where we play an old adventure game together and we call it the Brothers Groves. I'm not quite sure how that name fits with adventure games. But I wouldn't be opposed to giving that a try. Do one of the shorter ones, though. Or at least we have to split into multiple parts. Yeah, like the Brothers Grimm. I get it, but there's no adventure game called the Brothers Grimm, so I don't quite understand why that fits with adventure games. Oh, this is a mind-numbingly boring game. This Hacky Sack. I mean, who shipped this and said, yeah, this is 1/4 of our flagship franchise console game. I'm just gonna go over here. Let's just see how far away I can get from this Hacky Sack. No, I'm not playing Hacky Sack for an hour. I'm playing each of these 4 games for 15 minutes. Oh, look, it comes back around. So Hacky Sack will be done here in about 40 seconds. As soon as I sort of dance around a little more for fun. Notice the trees in the back don't quite scroll in a way that makes sense with the bag there. That's okay. All right. So that's enough Hacky Sack. Let's get a. Let me give you a quick bit of trivia here. Now, did you know that this game, California Games for Atari 2600, was actually released in 1988? Now, that might seem like a little bit late for a 2600 game, but actually the Atari was sold in stores until 1991. In fact, in 1986, Atari started selling this thing. Get a look of it there. Kind of see what that is. This is a slimmed down, smaller version of the 2600, and some people call it the Atari 2600 Junior. It was marketed as a budget console. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Louie. Marketed as a budget console. So I think of it as a as sort of a they really released the PS1. Remember they called it the PS1? They made it smaller and it was white and it was inexpensive. And so because of this long life, actually, the 2600 was the best-selling American console of all time until the Xbox 360 broke the record later. So just a little interesting bit of trivia there. Alright, so let's get on to skateboard. Now this isn't exactly skate or die, but let's do it here. Woo! Look at that sweet trick. Oh, wipeouts. Ah! So the button doesn't seem to do anything except wipe out. This is pretty much it, folks. Oh, got way too high. Check out that sweet Hollywood sign back there. I'm not sure what the explosion sounds are for. Is that the applause? Whoa! I flew too close to the sun. Alright, 11,470. Let's see if I can do better than that. Whoa, whoa, too high. It's like a Wile E. Coyote physics here. Ah! So, I guess you can't skate too high. Thrilling. It's just like the X Games. I beat my score. Oh, that's our time for the big finish. Will he do another kickflip? Oh! He runs into the sky. Oh, Nathan is losing his patience with this game. Look, like, make a commitment, I stick to it, alright? You guys vote. I'll play this game for an hour. Next time, vote for something better. Don't worry, there's the bike, the big BMX downhill coming up next. Imagine being a tester for this horrible game. Oh my goodness. It's not so much that it's bad, it's just really dull. There's just not much to it. I mean, it looks like there's only one trick in the whole darn thing. Whew. $13,870, $14,420. I beat 15,000. Oh, so close. NJ Grove says this game is a one-trick pony. I'm not even sure it's that. I mean, a one-trick pony, at least you're entertained for a little bit. This game is a zero-trick pony, also known as glue. Well, you do have that sweet Hollywood background to look at while you're doing this. I feel like I'm actually in Hollywood. Like Tom Cruise could be stopping by any moment. Or maybe Joss Whedon. Maybe Robert Downey Jr. is filming up behind that W for an upcoming superhero movie. We could see Susan Sarandon drive by any time now. Isn't this magical? It says Hollywood HOLLVU 8D. I don't know. That's a stretch for an 8. Like an 8 on its side. Hollywood infinity. It's an infinity symbol. I'm gonna try the button again. I mean, if I could do tricks, this would be a little more interesting. But there's nothing else to do. Oh, I did a trick down lower. How exciting. Okay. Let's go as high as I can. Woo! Woo! So if you go too high, you just sort of bump your head on the ceiling. Yes. Bump your head on the Hollywood sign itself. Look, I think I see Ben Affleck. Nope, nope. Sorry, that was just a green dot. Alright, we're at the 40-minute mark here, so we got 5 more minutes of skateboarding. I bet you wish we were playing Skate or Die now, huh? Oh! Oh. That side. Okay, now this side. Okay, now how about this side? Let's go to this side instead. Alright, now back to the other one. A delicious twist. And then I'll do a flip. How's that? Oh man, this is out of this world. This is the game that inspired Tony Hawk. When he was 30, I guess. He was sitting around in his mom's basement, 30 years old, playing this game because he couldn't afford the NES version, and says, geez, I could skateboard better than this guy. And then he goes on to a successful career of skateboarding. All thanks to this really dull, flavorless skateboarding game. Oh. Alright, I gotta take a break here. I don't think I can do this anymore. Alright, let's get on to the biking game. It's not perfect, but I think it's the most fun game that there is on here. Whoop. So you just sort of ride your bike downhill, you can do jumps, and you can do tricks. Well, if I get high enough, I can do a trick. I'll crash to a tree. Ooh! Oh! Ah! I think there's one trick you can do. Ah! Maybe there's two tricks you can do. But I'm failing at all of them. One trick, of course, is running into cow skulls. Ah! I haven't landed a single trick yet. Seems like I need a whole lot of time to land a trick. Oh, I did it! Here we go! Whoopee! Oh. Ah. So cactuses don't hurt you. Stumps hurt you, rocks hurt you. I guess that's mud. Nathan says that his girlfriend is from California. He can verify that people do this every time they fall. They sort of just make a sound and then have sort of like cartoon birds fly around their head. Oh, look at that. I launched over it. And I've been to California once, and I can verify that there are cattle skulls all over the place. Just everywhere. So I guess I did it. I finished. I think the trick is to get the trick off. Whoa! Did a little flip there. The trick off. Right after you launch. Woo! Look at that! That sweet move. Right into the tree. Oh! Oh! Tried for a double trick there. Look at all these sweet tricks. Oh, I'm everywhere. Look at me go. Mm-hmm. Ah. Alright. Don't stop in the mud. Ah! Ah! Got greedy in the tricks. Nathan says, it would be more entertaining to just watch you play crappy iPhone games, but not actually see the game. Just a video of you looking at your phone. He's saying that would be more entertaining than what this is happening right now. I can't say I argue with him too much. Whoa! But, listen. I put these games up for you guys to vote on. Alright? If you're trying to make me suffer, you're succeeding. But maybe you should choose a slightly better game. How are you supposed to avoid that tree? You can't jump over. Well, I guess you can. All I'm saying is it's not my fault. I'm blaming you people. Ugh. Nathan suggests Maniac Mansion next time. Well, Maniac Mansion is a great game, but which version? Because personally, I like the NES music the best. But the controls on it are not great. Because you have to move the cursor all over the screen. It's not really a mouse controller. Ah! What is the point of the ramp if I can't stick the landing? I think the NES version is the only one with that music. I could be wrong. The Amiga version might have it too. Woo! Could really use some of that music right now. Ah! Alright. Louie, oh no, we gotta go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe if you ramp and don't jump, it causes you to land badly. I can't get the hang of how to make a good landing on this game. I like Uniracers better than this game. Kind of reminds me of Uniracers. Gotta be fast on the trigger with those tricks. Oh, come on! How could I not have landed that? I missed that time. Look at that, sweet move. Well, I'll play a adventure game with you, Nathan, but you gotta come up with a better name than the Brothers Groves. That's my only condition. Ah. Oh, right into the cattle skull. Alright, here we go. I think this will be the last one. I don't know what that's about. Alright, I did it. Right into the green pit. There's the brown pit. Oh. In the mud. Come on, let's go. Woo! Ah. See, I bet if you really spend a lot of time on this game, you could do some really fun stuff. Really just cruise through this, do all kinds of tricks. But I don't have that ability. Clearly. I really can't get through one screen without crashing. Right onto the cactus. Oucha magalcha. Ah. You got stumped! Almost pulled 2 tricks in a row there. Right in the mud. Take that, cattle skull. Yay. Alright, I don't know about you guys. I've had enough of California games for Atari 2600. So let's review this screen right here so you guys can vote for the next game. A Genesis fighting game of your choice. You get to choose from these inimitable fighting games. Balls with a Z. Yes, there's a fighting game called Balls. Pit Fighter, which is sort of the Mortal Kombat prototype. You also have Primal Rage, which is like Mortal Kombat except with dinosaurs. It sounds cooler than it actually is. Rise of the Robots, which is Mortal Kombat except with lousy pre-rendered graphics. And Nathan Groves says, the first game, Balls, describes the overall choices. Shaq Fu, of course, is a fighting game featuring Shaquille O'Neal, the basketball player, former basketball player. And the last one is Time Killers, which was just like a cartoon, almost like a Street Fighter 2 sort of style of fighting game. So those are your choices. Go to tinyurl.com/MSTCX15, that's MSTCX15, or click the link in the YouTube description below. and vote for the next game. Also, leave a comment suggesting a game or a theme that I should explore in an upcoming episode. You know, whatever you like to see me play or inflict upon me. So there you go. Just go take a second to vote. It won't take you that long. Just click the little link and just slap the keyboard randomly until one of them gets chosen, if that's what you have to do. Alright, so until next time, let me switch back from California mode to Ohio mode. This has been MSTCX. Thank you for watching.